Okay, in these questions, we have to use this equation that you can see here. But the easiest way to use this equation is to convert it into a triangle. And my triangle is Mr. Moles is underneath the mass. And we can manipulate that triangle all the time in order to do the calculations that we're going to do, okay? Let me give you an example of what I mean. So this first one here says, what is the mass of 2 moles of iron 2 chloride? So what we'd have to do here is go and find on the periodic table the mass of iron and the mass of chlorine. In this formula, there is 1 atom of iron and there are 2 lots of chlorine. On the periodic table, you will find that iron's mass is 56, and therefore 56 times 1 is still 56, and chlorine's mass is 35.5. We're going to times that by 2, and that's going to give us 71. Adding these together, we have got 6 and 1 is 7, 5 and 7 is 12. So the total mass of this formula, and therefore the MR, is 127. If I now come to the question fully, the question says what mass. So I'm trying to find the mass. So what I'm going to do is we're trying to find the mass. Therefore, mass is MR times moles. So what I'm going to do in here now is just write that out to remind me that it's MR times moles. The MR is 127, and we're going to times that by 2. So we've got 127 times by 2 is going to be 254 grams as a final answer. I'll just do one of the examples with you as well. So here again, we've been asked to find the mass. So use that equation, that triangle. Mass is equal to the MR times moles. Now in this example, they're actually telling me what the MR is. The MR is 63. So here we have got 63 times by the moles is 0.5, and that's going to be 31.5 grams as a final answer. I'll just give you a couple of tips. First tip is this question here is talking about S8. And you can see you're told that the mass of sulfur is 32, but there are 8 of them. So think about how you got to work out the MR. And this one here, you've got a 2 minus ion. Remember, what does 2 minus mean? 2 minus means it has gained 2 electrons. Each electron has a mass of 1/2000. So it's a tiny, tiny amount of mass, and therefore not worth considering. So basically, you would ignore the 2 minus and work out the mass of SO4, which it tells you here is 96. Good luck with the rest of the questions. Make sure you set them out exactly as I have done here, showing the mass of moles, and then you can do your working out and you get each answer here.